You look at Washington, and so far they are 0-2 in the NBA Cup. Not the start they were hoping for.
At this point, I'm not sure they can get back in the hunt, even if they were to win tonight. But remember, this one does still matter in terms of regular season wins and loss total.
And now, checking out how the Bulls are doing. This is a huge game for them in the NBA Cup. They're 2-0. A win tonight gets them close to the knockout round.
Oh, yeah, B.A. If they can win this one on the road, a 3-0 record means you've got 1 foot in the knockout round. But if they get a loss, they'll probably need help to get out of the group.
And the basket by Dosunmu.
First bucket of the evening. Now, both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
And it's Washington with the ball, following the bucket by the Bulls. Pass to Poole. Tipped away. And a pass break now for the Bulls. Oh, the coast-to-coast dunk.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Now here's Collins. Pass to Carrington. Poole outside. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Levine. Coulibaly defending. Shot is good by Levine.
Not just a jump shooter. Levine is very capable on the interior.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Billy Green. He's been working with his assistant coaches, trying to devise a way to contain Zach LaVine. His ability to play well above the rim, coupled with the deep range, makes him a unique challenge to defend. They're going to try to keep him off balance by showing him different looks. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Coulibaly. After the basket by Chicago. They can't stop the run with that one.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Levine passes to Champ. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
And it's good. 2 points. Champ's got 6.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
B.A., I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Pass to Champ. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And that one drops.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Here's Carrington. His last outing, he had 20. And here's Coulibaly. Here's Carrington. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine.
That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Poole outside. Pass to Sarr.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Excellent D there from Siakam. Count the basket. 6 points for him.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Wizards trail by 16. Another steal. Down low. Here's Giddey. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
Well, they're going to face each other a bunch of times this season. Each team wants to make a powerful first impression.
And the better they know each other, the more competitive they become. Expect this first one to be extremely spirited, with each side trying desperately to send a message early.
And it's Washington with the ball. They trail by 18. Outside Koulibaly. Knocks it loose. Shot clock at 6. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And the dunk by Levine.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Poole. No points so far. Pass to Sarr. Here's Carrington. The kick out to Poole. His first shot coming late. It's tipped. And they'll get another chance.
Violation.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Champ. Collins defending. Here's Giddey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giddey's got his second basket on the night.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now Poole really played well against New Orleans in his last game. Here's Sarr. He's covered by Levine. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Chicago leading by 22. Here's Champ. Second chance shot. Doesn't go for him. Collins with the defensive effort. And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for Washington. Pass to Carrington. Here's Sarr. He's covered by Levine. Fades and shoots. Sarr misses.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Dosunmu, the pass to Champ, puts one up from 19, and the shot is good off the backboard. Champ's got 10.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question, way too many empty possessions for them.
Now a timeout called by Washington. And for both teams, it's game 3 of the NBA Cup. But one of these teams is much more likely to advance than the other.
Yeah, but we've seen some crazy things in this tournament. Big momentum swings. So I don't put anything past anyone.
A new lineup here for Washington. Schroeder. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, my goodness. Off his feet in a hurry. You love to see Jalen Smith play with aggression in the paint.
And it's Washington with the ball. Pass to Valanciunas. Bay outside. 6 on the shot clock.
Bulls foul.
A group of teams that love to run. The NBA leaders in fast break scoring. Number 1, Bulls.
You have to appreciate their effort and conditioning. It takes a lot of energy to play that fast breaking style.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yes, solid shooter at the stripe. Bay really confident when he has freebies to shoot.
Here's Smith. And he gets that one.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now here's Valanciunas. He had 9 points in his last time out. Bay against Walker. Who poked away. Brown with the steal. And here they go on a free run to the bucket.
Wizards
Always,
foul.
Bruce Brown has a
Kyle
high
Kuzma.
level of aggression. I love that
Personal
play
foul.
right there.
Chicago
First
shooting
team
their
foul.
initial free throws of the game here.
Shooting for Chicago. Bruce Brown. 2 shots.
Good on both. And the Wizards with possession here. Now here's Schroeder. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
I think we know Jonas Valanciunas is effective inside, but he's got an opportunity and ability and the touch to drain jumpers.
Now here's Smith. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Drains the triple.
Number 7.
Champ's got 13.
3-point field
Pick
goal.
works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Kuzma. Still without a bucket. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Giddey. It's Walker on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
The assist numbers
Assisted by
certainly stand out.
Josh Giddey.
They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Giddey.
Well, when Dennis Schroeder
First
is in
personal
attack
foul.
mode, he is skilled enough to get the
Third team
defense to
foul.
overcommit.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
The last game was a close one. His success from the line really helped them secure the dub.
Giddey passes to Champ. Jacks up a 3. Hits the 3-pointer.
Number
He's got
7.
16.
3-point
The
field
big
goal.
story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Outside Schroeder. Up and over Smith. Schroeder can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. He goes up. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, Jalen Smith gets out in front of the play. Turn out the lights. This guy very fast in transition.
Schroeder passes to Valanciunas. Kuzma with the ball. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Pass to Valanciunas.
2 minutes.
Clock at
2
4.
minutes remaining in the first quarter. 2 minutes.
Here's Giddey. Good.
Josh
You
Giddey.
can't help but look toward their
Assist
defense.
Number
They're
7.
totally lost.
1:49 left in the first quarter here. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside Schroeder. He's got a piece of it. Here's Walker. And Jalen Smith gets a whistle that time.
Jalen
That'll be a
Smith.
second foul of the game.
Second personal
Ellis is
foul.
checked in for Chicago.
3rd team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Bulls. Who's Ellis?
1:25 left in the first quarter here. To stop the run, Bay. Chicago with a rebound. Champ's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's Brown on the wing. Checked by Davis. Here's Champ. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
8 for 10 out of the gate. He couldn't ask for a much better start.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
And the Wizards with possession here. Chicago making their last shot. Here's Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago with a rebound. Champ's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. To the left side wing. Inside. Nice D from Valanciunas. And Washington with possession. Pass to Davis. Back to Schroeder. Stolen by Giddey. Walker against Schroeder. Here's Champ. And he jams it home with authority.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. He's checked in for Washington. Chicago has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. And so in the game for the Bulls, Josh Giddey out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Smith, and it's Phillips in at the small forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. Kuzma outside. Knocks down the long J. Kuzma's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Bulls have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. To the inside. Here's Smith. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Boy, that's a high percentage look by Jalen Smith. Exactly what you want your big man to create.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Schroeder passes to Valanciunas. Now here's Coulibaly. A rebound by Phillips.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Dosunmu outside to the middle. Here's Champ. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Champ's got 24.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Valanciunas passes to Kuzma. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Kyle Kuzma right there, folks, showing you he is willing to mix it up to get a bucket.
Smith inside. Valanciunas on him. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 27.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Pass to Carrington. Six to shoot. Kuzma outside. Offline with a 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And the basket by Dosunmu.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Schroeder against Giddey. Kuzma, the pass to Schroeder. Kuzma outside. To the paint. Pass to Coulibaly. Unable to get that one.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Oh, the rebounding. Part of his triple-double. He's been nothing short of spectacular.
Valanciunas with it. Covered by Smith. And here's Coulibaly. Got a piece of it. Nabbing another steal.
Got to be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals.
Well, this is where he flourishes. Out in the open floor, Josh Giddey terrific at getting to the right spots.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. So it's Washington now. Here's Kuzma. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Here's Davis. The Bulls making their last shot. Pass to Schroeder. Shoots over Brown. Misses another. He's 0 for 4. Chicago has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Outside Davis. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Schroeder finds Davis. From 6 feet away. Good defense by Dosunmu. And Chicago has possession. Outside Giddey. To the middle. Here's Champ. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This guy is quickly developing into an outstanding playmaker, Josh Giddey. Nice setup.
1:02 left in the second period. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And here's Valanciunas. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Schroeder can't get it to go.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying.
Oh, wow! As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Bay. To get back on track. Back to Schroeder. Outside Davis. 5 to shoot. Shoots over to Dosunmu. Chicago with a rebound. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else. Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And so it's Chicago showing no mercy and just piling.
93.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Jordan Poole, John Collins out there with Sarr. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Carrington in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Champ, good.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Champ's got it going from 3-point range. He's drained all 4 attempts. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, you can see the long, lanky frame of Josh Giddey on display.
Poole against Giddey. Pass to Carrington. He can't get it to go. Good defense by Dosunmu. Here are the Bulls with the ball. Levine passes to Dosunmu. Up top, Levine. Giddey with it. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Assisted.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Here's Carrington. He's covered by DeSumo. Poole from long range. Chicago grabs the miss. Champ's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Wizards. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
Lately, he's been showing off his talents as a passer, moving the ball around the floor with great accuracy and putting it in the hands of well-positioned shooters, just making all the right choices.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
The Wizards have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Pass to Carrington. Here's Collins. Washington again can't hit.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Here's Champ, guarded by Poole. Here's Champ. Another 3 for Chicago.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Poole puts up a deep 3. Washington again can't hit.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And it's good for 2.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest, and Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
For Chicago.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his 3rd foul so far. Chicago making a switch here. Matthews checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls, Garrison Matthews.
Poole against Giddey. To end the run. Giddey with a defensive effort.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Hits yet again. Wow.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's Poole. Banked it in off the glass.
It took 6 attempts, but he finally hits a shot.
Chicago has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Here's Champ. And it's good. He hits another one.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Left side, Koulibaly. Poole outside. Here's Carrington. Give him 8 points now. And here comes the break. Here's Champ. Finished off the break.
Number 7.
Champ's got 57 points.
Garrison Matthews.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Washington has got nothing to fall from outside in this 3rd quarter. Will it go? Siakam pulls down the board.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Here's Champ. And again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Now Poole. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Here's Sarr. He's covered by Siakam. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. The Wizards making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. Chicago has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Bay, he's checked in for Washington. Schroeder against Giddey. Deflected. Pass to Champ. And Collins with the big block.
Yeah, that's just John Collins erasing shot attempts with that long wingspan.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Down low. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Up top, Schroeder. Giddey defends. Here's Siakam. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Now Pascal Siakam looking aggressive and determined, which forces the defender to commit the foul.
Washington making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Sarr. Kuzma comes in for John Collins. And it's Davis in for Coulibaly. Brown, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Buzelis. And he rebounds again.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
He is crashing with energy. Man, you gotta love it. Kuzma, left side. Off the mark there with a 3. Kuzma's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Bruce Brown. This is really a developed part of his game. His passing is on point now.
Here's Davis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. They need this. Chicago with a rebound.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Champ on the take. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Well, you look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Here's Bay. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Now here's Davis. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Can't hit from in close. Here are the Bulls with the ball. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Throw it down on the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Another steal. Here's Champ. And yes, another basket. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Schroeder finds Bay. Champ with a rebound. Out to the right wing. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Get it to the opposition. Outside Schroeder. Bay outside. Kuzma outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots. And too long on the shot.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Jam, good.
You live for nights like this when it's all working and the rim looks so huge.
Here's Schroeder. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Remaining in the third quarter.
Valanciunas passes to Bay. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And one thing you know about Bay, he invites contact.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. Walker, he's checked in for Chicago. The Sumu comes in for Matthews. To the inside. The shot by Buzel is no good. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Walker against Davis. Kuzma outside. And it's Chicago with a board. There's a minute 26 left in the third quarter. Pass to Champ. Launches a 3. They get it again. 4-3. Counted from distance.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
So it's Washington now. Here's Schroeder. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Ayo Dosunmu picks one up.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Buzelis. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. And for Chicago, let's take a look. We've got Pascal Siakam. Buzelis out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Champ in at the 4. Kuzma for 3. Champ with the rebound.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
The shot's good.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there,
7.
he helps fuel the fire.
The Wizards have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Pass to Collins. Here's Sarr. He's covered by Siakam. Here's Carrington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, they get a hand on it. From deep three-point land, it's Kuzma with the miss.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Josh Giddey.
Here's Poole. There's the 3. The shot that time not on target.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Pass to Buzelis. Inside. Here's Champ. Here's the second effort. And he sinks the layup. Champ's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And the Wizards shooting just 38% here in the 4th. And here's Collins. Here's Sarr to halt the run. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Collins. Yep, that one's good. Siakam with it. Champ passes to Matthews. Here's Champ. Collins defending. Champ, good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Carrington. The putback. Here's Sarr. Oh, he just slams it right over Pascal Siakam.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera
2
crew.
minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes.
To the left wing. Pass to Champ. Clock at 6. Another one falls. Amazing. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
1:49 left in the game. Poole, the pass to Sarr. Here's Carrington. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Offensive
The
foul.
screener was leaning a
Chicago
bit
ball.
right there. His feet may not have been planted.
Substitution on the
Pretty
court.
obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Champ passes to Smith. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bulls.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them. But it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Champ.
Throwing up the trip dub, his talent and versatility shining through, but also just the sheer endurance. He went non-stop from the opening tip.
Here's Poole. Kicks it out to Collins. And another miss by Washington.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Champ. Takes the 3. Again! What an avalanche! That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
Looking to end the run. Poole shot is off. Here's Champ, guarded by Poole. Here's Champ. And it's in there.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every
That's the
single
end of
night.
the game.
So no problem for Chicago as they
Thanks
get the
again,
win.
folks, for coming
This
out.
one